I'm Dave. We have the pleasure to talk to Kee Marcello today. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
We are sitting at your hotel where you are staying right now.
Yeah, Hotel Wellington, Östermalm in Stockholm.
Yes.
Where I'm quartered half of the weeks doing Rock of Ages.
Yes. It's a huge musical.
It is.
And they also wrote a special part for you.
They did. It all started when the producer, Bosse Anderson, gave me a call and wanted me to be part of this musical. I never heard of it then. I didn't see the film because it really flopped in Sweden, actually.
Yeah, it did.
So it was under the radar. I had no idea what it was all about. And we went to London and saw it in West End. And I didn't like it. So I said no.
Okay.
Then I said, well, you have to realize we're going to write you a dedicated part. You know, you're going to play yourself. You're going to be Kee Marcello in the play. And I said, how's that even possible? Because, I mean, it's a Broadway show, and it's in Las Vegas and London. And they said, he told me that they didn't buy the whole franchise thing. They just bought the dialogue and the sheet music. So,
okay.
So the whole thing, the scenery and everything in the musical is our work.
Okay.
And it's way better. We had the producers from Broadway here on the premiere, and they told us afterwards that our version on the musical is 7 times better than the 3 others together, you know.
Really?
So, that's a pretty good review, I would say, from the people that instigated the whole thing. So we're really happy with it, and we have a lot of fun. And the first plan was to do half a year, you know, and now due to the ticket sales, we're doing the whole fall as well. And
because
after that, who knows?
Last I heard, you had set it for 24th of May, right?
Yeah, 25th of May.
25th. So now you also extended it to the fall.
All the way until December.
That's pretty good 14th. For a Swedish rock musical.
It is. It is very good, especially nowadays when you have there's a lot of competition. You know, only a couple of years ago there were only so many musicals that made it in Sweden, but right now there's loads of them, but we're doing really well. I think it's because of the music, because today, seriously, hard rock is Swedish folk music.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit about the knätofsen bullshit. the fiddly diddly, that's a gunner, you know. Hard rock is a new pop music, for sure. I think so, yeah.
It actually is. You got a bit, it was kind of stormy about a thing you said in the beginning of this musical, where you said that you founded the genre of rock, or someone misquoted you. What happened there?
I don't know. I can't even remember. I'm sure I would have remembered if I said that I founded the genre of rock. It's kind of big words.
Yeah, it's kind of a big thing to say.
Oh no, I know what it is now. The thing is, it is a misinterpretation. The whole musical is about Sunset Strip in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s.
Okay.
Exactly when I lived there.
Okay.
So all these, I mean, in the play it's called the Bourbon Room, but there's no doubt about it. They're referring to Whiskey A Go Go, but they can use the name because of copyright reasons. Yeah. But what I said in an interview was that I was part of a band that created the whole hair band thing.
Yeah.
And that's actually true, you know, like Europe, Bon Jovi. For a while there, we were the biggest band in the world. There's no doubt about that. These bands like Europe, Bon Jovi, Poison, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
We were the ones that created the genre. But I never said that I did it.
No. It sounded a bit big to say something like that.
What the hell is been up to now? It's like, I formed the whole genre.
Yeah, is he really clean these days? No.
Yeah.
It's just there's a lot of press talking about also the thing with Europe.
Yeah.
You are suing Europe. You have sued Europe. You are going to sue Europe.
Yeah.
How is it?
The sue thing with Europe was... I had an ex-manager that I just quit working with, and for a reason we won't go into. But he was the one. Well, because I don't want to be sued myself.
Yeah, okay, I see.
But he was the one driving this, and I still want to sue them. I mean, to be quite frank, I mean, I have contracts and stuff that speaks a clear language. I mean, I bought Norm's part out in 1987 or whatnot, and so in theory I still own a fifth of the brand name Europe, and they never did an effort to try to make a settlement or anything like that. No. They just pretend like it never happened, and which is really obnoxious. That, together with the fact that we never spoke since they regrouped, so to speak. Yeah. So that was that. But right now, I have so much going on. I don't have time to think in negative terms, you know, because it's going to drag me down. Right now, things are going really well, and I don't see myself going to Tingsrätten.
No.
going to the court to sue these guys.
No.
It's not in my plans.
Because one can never know. Reading that version and that version and everything like that. But what I thought was that if you didn't own the rights, they would have sued you for using the music.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
it speaks its own language.
Not really. You're referring to Redux Europe, but the thing is.
Yeah, and also you use Final Countdown in the musical, right?
Yeah, but that's a different. That's not me. That's the musical.
Okay.
So they bought the rights from the publishing company, which is EMI Publishing UK. So they probably made a deal with EMI Publishing UK, and they like to make money, like all publishing companies. So somebody just called them and they made a deal. But when I record Europe songs on my album, anybody can do that. That's why there are cover bands and stuff like that. Because once the copywriter of the song has recorded it, it's free for anyone to record it.
Really?
Yeah, but I mean the royalty and the money and everything goes to the writer, and you know it has to be legally done and all that. Okay. But basically, to record, nobody can stop me from recording anything. Actually, that's the way it works. You know.
I also have a new album. It's turning 1 month now.
Right. 5th of April. Right. Yeah. Was released. It's called Judas Kiss, and I'm very proud of it. It's the first album with original songs I did since 9 years. Yeah. So it's been a long time coming, and I'm really happy with the result. It's Mike Tirana playing the drums very well, and Ken Sandin playing the bass, and me. It's very much meat and potato. It's very straightforward. It's guitar, it's rock and roll, guitar, bass, drums, but I love the production and the way Roberto Laghi made it sound, the Swedish guy with the Italian name who mixed it, who also does all the In Flames stuff, you know, and some hardcore superstar as well, I guess. So I'm really happy with it, and it's doing well, which is
it is.
Yeah,
as far as I know.
It's in. I mean, it peaked on the rock charts in Germany on number 2, which is great. You know, I didn't expect that, and it's still top 30 on the general list. So things are going really well.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And I also read that you are taking Dynasty with you.
Yes.
Kee Marcello band.
Yeah. This is awesome. I met the guys actually at the musical. This guy Magnus Fritz is playing the drums, but he had a couple of other gigs, and the stand-in for him was Georg Egg, the guy from Dynasty, and we played like 6 gigs together. And then a thing called the Record Store Day came up, you know, where the record stores in Stockholm, they had
played
performances.
At Sound Pollution, right?
Yeah, at Sound Pollution. And so he brought 2 of the guys from Dynasty. We played a 4-piece, and it just worked out wonderfully, and we decided to go on with that. Okay. So they're now part of Kee Marcello band, which I'm very proud of.
Is that why? Have you tracked Joel for anything else, because Joel has left Dynasty.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
Oh, I heard about that. Joel. No, that's not only me. I think he wants to finish his education. I guess, you know. But for this summer at least, and then you never see what the future holds. But I love these guys. I would love to have them in the band. Yeah, really good musicians.
Yeah.
We're gonna have the premiere gig actually at a pretty interesting gig here in Stockholm, which is gonna be the Happening Hangout this summer. It's called Hotel Lydmar. You know?
Yeah. Lydmar.
By a Grand Hotel, and they rebuilt the roads as close to the water, so they have space for 1,000 people and a stage.
Cool.
Yeah, and a big bar, and like 1,000 people can see the shows, and they built a stage there. And we're doing a 2-day gig. 2nd and 3rd of July, it's going to be Kee Marcello with band and shit, there's so much shit in my head right now.
So it's gonna be Kee Marcello band.
Duncan Reid and his band.
And Duncan Reid.
Duncan Reid, from the singer from The Boys.
Yes.
I met Duncan in London last year. We were both in the jury for G-Bob, a rock band competition, and we had a lot of fun. And then it turns out he released an album on the same label, which I love, and I was always the Boys fan. So now we got this opportunity to do this. It's going to be like Duncan Reid and his band, then me and my band, and then we do a couple of songs together, like a real happening. 2 days.
For people
2nd and 3rd of July.
Who does not know this, Grand Hotel is just by the water, so you're going to be playing out over the water for the entire Stockholm.
We're right here, and when you're on stage, you see the water and the Royal Castle. That's pretty happening.
Cool.
It's kind of metal, actually.
Actually, it is. What happened to Kee Fest?
That's another thing that connects with the breakup from our manager. But I still have, we had a lot of meetings and really broke all the ground for making this amazing festival happen. And I spoke to the people that have the arena, and it's still there. It's going to take, right now I'm so busy, but it's going to take like a couple of years to make all the logistics right. And we need a really big headliner and some big bands to fill out 100,000 people.
Yeah.
So it's a huge project, but I'm collecting people that I want to work with that have the experience of doing these kind of events, and it's basically done. The road is paid. We just have to do it, find the finances and all that. But it's on its way.
Cool.
Yeah. But being a solo artist is my daytime job, so I have to find ways of making it fit into my schedule. But after this fall with Rock of Ages, I'll see, because I need to do some touring as well and record a new album, etc. So. But this summer we tour for sure, and then we'll see after this fall what happens. I love the musical thing we're doing, and it's really kind of good for the nerves to have this steady income, which is great, of course. But
being also, freelance, anything is kind of.
But I also have to be able to go to the States and South America and Asia, and there's no way I can fit in that between the shows. So I got to take time off to make that happen. So we'll see what the future brings.
Last time we spoke, you had just released your book in Swedish, Rockstjärnan som Gud glömde. Did you release it in English?
No. Still working on translation. It's kind of tricky to get the translation right.
Has to be really good.
There's a lot of stuff in the book that really doesn't have relevance in English, so we have to find other parts to fill out those empty spaces. So it's kind of a tricky job, but we're working on it, and hopefully until the spring of 2014 we'll have a release, for America and all over the place.
Cool, because you said you are very open in the book about everything and everything like that, and your only fear is your only concern is for your son, your youngest son. How has anything happened due to this? Have you
I think
how do other parents look at you when you pick him up?
That's a good question. Well, the thing is I guess he heard some stuff from some of his friends that, I mean, the parents probably read the book and they're saying stuff, but nothing bad and not really anything radical. And he's not really interested right now. He's got so much other stuff to do. But I mean, he was 12. It was just 10 when the book came, and now he's 12. In a couple of years, he can read it. I mean, you see way worse stuff on the TV nowadays. So
that's true.
Yeah. Hi, this is Kee Marcello. You're watching Access Rock, and Access Rock rocks. Without even knowing, see the dad is growing.